Hello, I'm Dr. Gloria Horsley, with the president of the Open to Hope Foundation, and today I'm going to be talking to Doug Overall, and we're going to be talking a bit about veterans and how they carry that grief and some of the resolution of grief. About the work you've done with veterans.
Well, I've been honored as a hospice chaplain over the years to serve our veterans, especially around end of life after they're diagnosed with a life-limiting, life-challenging disease through the dying process, and then even afterwards with their bereaved loved ones.
And you found some things about when people are dying, veterans particularly, that they have some past issues, right?
Sure. Well, I think the veterans have been teaching me over the years that many of them carry grief from their wartime experiences, what they did, what they saw, what they were ordered to do. And most of them felt like that they were serving their country honorably. And when that service was over, they would come back to their homeland, their community, their wives, their families, their husbands. But they would stuff those experiences. They would never talk about them again. They didn't want to talk about them. But then that would lead to carried grief, instances where they were having trouble relating with others and functioning. And for the veterans I'm serving, many of them are having a desire to get that out prior to their dying, to find, some sort of a reconciliation and a peace before they complete the dying process.
Wow, to kind of complete that circle.
Many of the veterans I'm serving on their end-of-life journey, they're wanting to talk about these experiences if they feel that it's a safe place to talk about them. They're non-judged, it's unconditional acceptance, and they can find a safe place just to get these experiences out. Many of them are still having dreams, nightmares, and this veteran I served in Kansas, who I'm going to talk about at this conference, when he started opening up and sharing these experiences, it was almost like it was happening all over again for him. And he had a need to continually tell the story to find some peace in the midst of his dying process. Well, for the veterans that I've been honored to serve, what they're teaching me at the end of life is that there is that one component about spiritual wellness. As they prepare to die and enter into the afterlife, they have a desire to have peace with their spiritual life. And so there are 5 components, I think, that make up that. Their meaning, what gave them purpose, their values, principles they were raised on, what type of transcendence did they have, looking beyond themselves, how were they connecting is the 4th component, and the last is community, their environment, how they related to others, and what were they becoming. And so I sense that veterans have a desire to kind of work on that spiritual wellness, preparing for the afterlife, and reconcile not just with their family members, their community, but I think with themselves for the service that they rendered, and know it was a good service, it was an honorable service, and they're ready to let go.
Well, thank you for being on, and I think this is so important for our veterans because we do love them and they have sacrificed so much for our country.
They have. Thank you very much.